Hey peeps, folks, how you living? What's up? What's going down? Everything cool? Mellow? Coming at you with another vid, and I hope you at least like it. If not better yet, to be said, get an understanding of what's being said. You know, whereas you could from there become or be educated or enlightened. But then let's just dive into it. I'm going to try to produce it as much as possible, regardless of how I may be feeling at the moment. Because the neighbor from hell, creepy and stupid and crazy dickhead prick, is at it again with his demon possessed faggoty self, attempting to fumigate my pad, as in, permeated with some sort of such a type of knockout gas, sort of his creepy as well as stupid and crazy demon possessed faggoty self could possibly score otherwise, like, you know, to compare onto a case of situation of the wolf attempting to scope, stalk, and vamp or prey upon Little Red Riding Hood and her mama and grandma to make them an offer that they can't refuse, as in attempt to snatch their panties, and that's really pathetic or pitiful when, the likes of a male like him, if they can't get some or such from a male that they like of the same sex, then they get to scheming and scamming otherwise, engineering that the devices or plans or program of theirs. Speaking on that last though, and as you know, there are a lot more people or persons all over the world, worldwide, who are coming down with headaches and fevers and the like, being there because of something that was supposedly concocted in an Asian's scientific laboratory for that of the medical community. And now, whereas persons who contract this hybrid disease is mutating as it comes along with different variants. They've been tricked into taking some kind of combatant form of medicine that is supposed to either reduce or possibly supposedly cure in due time. But I think anybody with half their marbles, they still possess half their marbles, know that something is a must or meant. Then I was trying to get back to my pad, regardless of this neighbor from hell, attempting to make my life a living down hell. Then some even attempting to sabotage my present video, as usual crap. And where was I? And go about using that lingo or improvise language or whatever I said. So, it's like this here, the case scenario. The filthy rich who only live once, just like anybody else, they get to, you know, conjuring up some or such other. They get to saying, now, if we can get some little young performers to perform, and then maybe, get to hook up with them otherwise, who can say, maybe make it like one big party, Yeah, so they want to have us all assembled together so that they could have us all in one place, like be compared on to Nazi concentration camps. They want to bob off a great percentage of us, the 90 and 9 compared to how the 50 rich are the 1%ers. They want to get rid of us. You know, para easily make actually make para easily so they can be much better able to control the world. It's not so much of what is to be considered as a hypothetical theory. Okay, yeah. So there are a lot of persons who do not believe what the government is telling them. Neither do I. I mean, if we supposed to live in democracy, or a democratic republic, nobody is supposed to be able to tell anybody what kind of clothing they should wear, dance, kind of food to eat, etc. Yeah. But then we have a new system going, so they say. You know, they create a disaster so that they could, you know, men behind closed and locked doors in a dark room during the living room. They created the disaster just so they could attempt to seem like they are the. Oh wow! I'm kind of pausing because this, like this is I said, this one neighbor from damn hell. He's permeating my pad. They're fumigating it with some kind of knockout gas. That's why all that pause. That's gonna be a long time. So I would try to go about recording this as much as possible. You know. So here's the deal. Now, put it in layman's term. So there's one Asian laboratory of the medical community. I had somehow let their monster creation escape its test tubes, and then from there it began to wreak havoc on the world. Whereas it's you know, you got to, yeah. So they say we need to convince all these different races of people and persons to take this into their system. Okay. Or I'm gonna let the turn on some kind of air purifier or old machine that I have on to, you know, purify my place, my pad of the knockout gas that this neighbor from hell now pumping into my pad via some kind of way, you know. Cause I don't be like falling asleep just that quick, you know, unless I would have taken some sleeping meds. So it has to be this neighbor from hell pumping my pad with knockout gas. turn my fan on as well. As Tim pull this crap, you know. So if you had gathered what I was saying about the government, that is working in cahoots with the one percenters and filthy rich, attempting to make slaves of his own as well as filthy rich would attempt to make slaves, but under different slavery process, where they would try attempt to make it seem less obvious that it is a slave manufacturing manufacturing warehouse or company or something. Yes. So I'm not even getting this out like I want to. Oh, quit popping up in my notifications section. All you Jim Jones wannabes or false brethren, false prophets, and antichrist. I could care less about your effing religious hype BS. I don't know you other than I know you false brethren, false prophets, or antichrist. I ain't studying your podium, or your platform for religious hype garbage. I'm not attempting to be recruited by the likes of you. Get the damn hell out of my notification section for notified video, notify one of the videos. Anyway, though, Lord, I had to go into it. So the government wants to get in on that to profit off of some of such persons like big business owned by the filthy rich. Was all a part of the grand scheme of the establishing of the New World Order, one world government, and its leaders being the false prophet beast, 3 6s, and then some. So if you were to take that into your system, some probably would say, what exactly do you mean? I can't produce this like I want to, y'all. This neighbor put knockout gas in my place. I'm feeling drowsy. I don't know what. And I was wide awake just a half an hour ago. Here it is 12 midnight. I'm feeling just so, you know. So it's something that this creepy, as well as stupid and crazy faggoty neighbor is doing. And his attempt to render me unconscious or put me to sleep. Yeah. But anyway, I was saying more words and less about, you know, government and then some. Medical. See, look, all of a sudden, my voice is not what it could be either. And somebody slipped me something. I may have to do a remake of this, you all, because I'm feeling just so, like the neighbors are ready me, putting knockout gas in my past so that he could likewise bother with my computer. Anyway, though, I'm gonna leave y'all with this last little interest by saying, if you have any, oh wait a minute, what I really originally wanted to say was No, then you stupid MFers. Think about that's contemplating putting your elderly relatives in nursing homes. Don't do it if you can't, you know, because there's a lot of jokers, you know, to collect on your relatives and then some. I'm not feeling myself at the moment, Charles. But I just saying, for an ask me, don't send your elderly relatives to nursing home where they could go go in there with one thing, come out with another. They could go in and may not get back out, like Black Flag, Rose Hotel. Then I hollered at y'all. And, yeah, man. See, they, but then when I say don't put your relatives in the nursing home and so forth, like especially if you blacks will remember as you have we I can say both ways. There is history of some of those other, you know. If then you haven't got Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I will hope that you would things to do so now. My blood is still running warm and thing that I recognize and realize where he himself across the Calvary Hill to go to something that they had some sort of Roman soldier up on the orders of their religious peers. So that their religion, whatever, so that there you don't have to worry about going to hell, but you can go to heaven if when you become a believer. But anyway, though, part of the reason why I say don't take that on what you would call it, you know. If you remember the Tuskegee experiment down south, where doctors were infiltrated. Yeah, if you haven't got Christ, you pretty much your final destination will be liquefied damn hell to be assembled with the rest of the unbelievers, rejecting so great a salvation upon this planet, Earth, or in this world before you would have crossed on over onto the next one. You know, because as the passage of the good book said, it holds ever so true that God shall not be marked, but will be. Uh, yeah, if you remember the Tuskegee experiment, you wouldn't take anything that the government has offered you as a male. Oh God. Oh, see, I'm now. This neighbor fumigate my place with some knockout gas, y'all. Yes, I mean. So I'm just gonna wrap this up right quick, okay? because that's exactly what he's doing. You know. Yeah. So you know, if you value the lives of your elderly persons or relatives, don't send them to any nursing homes anytime too soon. You know what I'm saying? And because that would be stupid venture, stupid enterprise, brother. Listen. Okay, y'all. That's pretty much all I have to say right now. No further notice. So I'm about to close up. We can't do this here like I want to do it. I may have to go remake it in the future. Y'all take care and be safe.